The Hidden Battle: How Slave Morality Conquered, and How Master Morality Returned in Disguise. In the late 19th century, the philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche made a bold claim. There are no moral phenomena at all, only a moral interpretation of phenomena. He believed morality, what we call good and evil, was not absolute. It was born from power, or the lack of it. Nietzsche described two forces shaping human values. Master morality comes from strength. It honors pride, ambition, power, and creation. The master says, good is what affirms life, what expresses my will. Slave morality rises from weakness. It redefines good as humility, pity, obedience, and suffering. The slave says, good is what prevents harm, what protects me from the strong. What began as a clash of values became a hidden war shaping empires, religions, politics, and even our everyday thoughts. This is the story of how slave morality conquered the world, and how master morality returned in disguise. The masters, builders of strength. Once, greatness was simple. To rule was to be good. To build, to conquer, to dare were the marks of virtue. History remembers names like Alexander the Great, Julius Caesar, Napoleon Bonaparte, men who embodied what Nietzsche called master morality. They honored pride, ambition, strength, and self-reverence. They shaped civilizations with their will. The rise of slave morality. But not everyone could be strong. The weak, the oppressed, the broken. They rewrote the meaning of good. Figures like Jesus Christ symbolized a new ideal: humility, suffering, forgiveness. Slave morality spread across nations and centuries, teaching that the first shall be last and the last shall be first. For a time, it conquered the world. The moral code today. Today, almost every society echoes the slave morality. Compassion over conquest. Equality over greatness. Victimhood over pride. Publicly, we worship the humble. We pity the broken. We distrust the powerful. It seems the slaves have won. The masters returned in disguise. Slave morality won. It reshaped the world through the values of humility, obedience, and suffering. But Nietzsche asked a more disturbing question. What happens when the powerless become powerful? Do they free the world from domination? Or do they rebuild the same hierarchy, this time in the name of love? Nietzsche warned that master morality never truly dies. It simply learns to wear new clothing. Period. The robes of compassion, the voice of the people, the promise of salvation. Dostoyevsky's Mirror. In 1880, Russian novelist Fyodor Dostoyevsky wrote his final work, The Brothers Karamazov, a sweeping meditation on God, freedom, faith, and rebellion. Hidden within it is a tale so haunting, so prophetic. It feels as though Nietzsche himself could have written it. That story is the Grand Inquisitor. During the height of the Spanish Inquisition, a brutal religious court that punished anyone who strayed from church teachings, Christ returns to earth 1,500 years after his crucifixion. He walks quietly through the streets of 16th century Spain. He heals the sick. He blesses the suffering. The people fall at his feet. But before the sun sets, he is arrested, not by tyrants, but by his own church. The Grand Inquisitor speaks to Jesus. You gave them freedom, but they cannot bear it. They want bread, not choice. They want to kneel, not think. So we have corrected your work. We have taken their freedom and replaced it with comfort. We will rule them in your name, and they will thank us for it. The institution built on slave morality becomes the new master. It offers obedience as love. It demands submission as virtue. Behind the language of care is domination, and behind the robes of humility is an iron will. This is not just a parable. It is a warning. When the cry of the weak becomes the law of the strong, morality becomes a cage, and salvation becomes control. The hidden battle inside you. This battle is not just history. It lives in each of us. When you suffer, do you seek pity? Or do you rebuild yourself? When you succeed, do you create new paths? Or do you hide behind false modesty? Nietzsche's warning was not against compassion, but against forgetting strength. To live fully, we must rise beyond both resentment and false humility. In a world conquered by moral codes of weakness, will you still dare to create your own destiny?